because you're trying to get everyone to see it from your point of view. You are. Why won't you just go to them? So I said, go and speak to them and tell them how you feel, and I'm sure they will respect you, and tonight they will be quiet. If you just tell them, that's common sense to me. So he doesn't. He goes to John and says, you know what, the people who annoy me are Josie and Dave. And just told him something completely different. Manipulative. I don't care how you look at it. I'm not stupid. He's very manipulative, and I just think that he's like social. Everyone makes it into a nice bubble. They are socially unintelligent. That's rubbish. He's 30 years old. He's lived his whole life. Socially unintelligent. No, that's just a cop out for saying, rather than saying someone's manipulative, you'll say, oh, they're socially unintelligent. That's like me coming in here and throwing all the stuff on the floor, ruining everyone's makeup, and they go, if it's just socially unintelligent. No, she's a bitch. Don't get them confused. There's no line in between it. And I'm not, with it being up, yeah, I know why I'm up. I'm up because I'm unimportant to a number of people in here, because I spend time with myself a lot, and then I flitter, and also because I won't get involved in the whole poor me talks. I won't ever get involved in people who are being negative. I won't get involved, and if anyone says anything negative around me, I'll shut them down. And that must be frustrating for people who feel comfortable being negative. So I can understand why you'd vote for me, because I'm gonna always speak my mind, and I feel like I always will speak sense, and I will always hold my hands up if I've done something wrong, which to other people is seen as being a goody two-shoes. And if I'm a goody two-shoes because I want everyone to get along and because I want to do good things, go out of their way to make other people's... I've always been brought up that way, to do for others how you'd want done for yourself. I've always been brought up that way, and I always will continue to do that, because it makes me... Other people, if they want a coffee, or helping someone make their bed, or trying to find things to do in this boring house, then I'm sorry, then I am one. But I'm not somebody who will ever step over anybody's things, ever mistreat anybody's clothes, or... I will never treat anyone how I don't want to be treated. In here, I want to stay. I want to be here to the very end, and I want to be here to the very end of people who had the same kind of look on life. You know, enjoy it, enjoy each day, every day. For 6 weeks with people who are just bringing you down all the time. Why would I do that? So I can look at it both ways. If I get to stay here, then I'm still going to want to stay with. I'm still going to want to associate myself with people who are uplifting and bubbly and just try and enjoy the experience, rather than people who are like always analysing and being paranoid. And
yeah, if I do go on Friday, I'd be gutted, but then I think, well, at least it's only a week after Nathan, so at least I can still go out clubbing with him.
Yeah.
So, like, it would be like 6 weeks away and stuff.
That's nice.
Isn't it?
It must be horrible though, waiting for the task and thinking like, if you win, what's going to happen, and that must feel...
I'm not going to stress. I thought I'd be like, I had a feeling anyway.
Is this the first time for you?
Yeah, yeah.
Third by it all, really. Unbelievable.
No.
You're back to next Monday.
Yeah.
I think I'll be all right.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
No, such a red.
You like this before?
All right, sorry. I love it. I think I'd probably up, but I think I'd be.
I don't know, I love the moves. You were the card.
I just think whatever will be,
Oh, you feel all right about doing it, isn't it?
Oh, I've got like 6 with me.
You are
really
No, there's that one I brought out yesterday, this one. I got like a turquoise one, navy one.
Turquoise, my
Yeah.
babe.
Really? Okay, get changed then.
You understand your own emotions and fair dues to you.
Oh, that was a brilliant laugh last night, was it? I loved it. I loved the dinner last night.
Oh yeah, that was a good laugh. Yeah.
Laugh.
Oh my, the jokes.
believe
That was
bloody
what
pizza
killed
and
it for me.
bloody
The jokes. You won me round with that
Yeah.
waiter one. Yeah.
The waiter one.
Yeah.
The waiter with
You
no
could-
left arms, so it serves him
Yeah,
right.
In that
Yeah.
room now.
They might do, yeah.
Very.
Yeah, that's pretty right.
I actually like the dragonflies. I thought it was amazing. Yeah, I like that with the custard and the
Where's
cream.
that from, that dragonfly stuff?
Dragon fruit.
You
I don't know. It's,
you know where it's from, Keeley? Or?
apparently, it's really big in China.
Tesco.
It's from Tesco.
What do you mean? Where it
That's brilliant.
Where it originated from?
Yeah.
Tesco.
No, I imagine
Careful, you
you
don't
could
fall
get
off
it
there.
in Malaysia. I also
Yeah.
imagine you could get it in Thailand.
Yeah, there's places like that.
Yeah.
Well, you
Where's
can
that
get it wherever you want
dragonfly
it.
fruit from? Tesco!
Tesco, yeah.
Tesco!
Don't fall off the
Imagine
stove.
it's
will
from
you?
Tesco.
You what?
Don't fall off the stove.
I will. The Bombay mix in the morning, though, Rach.
The Bombay.
Yeah, no, but it's such a shame because I think it could have been quite nice
I
with the
really
cheese and the
like
tomatoes, but the Bombay mix.
Do you? Does anyone really like
Yeah, I
it?
like a bit of it.
But not an omelette.
I thought for what you had, that was lovely. That
Yeah.
one. I didn't like it at first, and then
Who? Which
It's
one?
definitely something lamb.
I don't know, like.
I reckon they're all in the family of actors and all that, yeah.
do you
Well,
reckon
that's
Dave Lamb is related to George Lamb?
No.
If it's the same guy that's in EastEnders, it
No.
is. But
Who's the guy who's in the stand?
Oh, Archie is the one in EastEnders, isn't it? He's so good looking.
well,
for
what's,
an-
what's,
Right, it's not
what's
gonna
his
let me
name?
in,
It's-
that,
it must
Steve,
be
is
something
it?
like that,
Mr. Lamb.
Mr. Lamb, yeah.
He is so good looking for an
So
older
who's
bloke.
George
Yeah.
Lamb's dad?
I don't see it myself. but-
Archie in EastEnders.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a real nice person.
But they're really, really close, apparently. They go on holidays
Have
together.
you met him? Have you?
No, but I remember that thing where he went and stayed. They done like actors and that staying in houses. Like, and he went and stayed with this lovely family, and the fella had been made redundant and all that. And it was really, yeah, he was such a nice guy.
What do you think of George Lamb?
Oh, he's
I think,
gorgeous.
I think the hair really works for him, the grey hair. Yeah.
I've never met anyone who doesn't fancy George Lamb.
Well, I never.
Do you not?
Well, no, I do now.
So
I never.
Yeah, now
I
you're a
never
big brother, yeah.
I never fancied him until I seen him in real life.
Have you seen him in real life?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
We've
Was
seen
he
it.
look-
We
was
all
he-
seen
have
him.
you seen him?
No.
We seen him from afar.
We were in.
Day.
Oh,
Seen
in a
it
car?
was.
I mean, you
No,
can't
from
really tell.
afar, like the back
Oh,
of his
yeah,
head.
yeah, the back of his head.
He's dead.
He had a good back of his head.
When we were in our thing, we went on BB11UK.
Yeah,
We got
remember?
him.
Oh,
yeah,
you got to go on BB11UK?
Yeah.
What's it? I bet he's quite nice in
Picked out
person.
numbers, didn't he?
Handsome like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, I bet.
He's got
The
that
The only
long,
thing is
sweet
where
grey
he doesn't wear
hair.
socks.
Getting on it?
And he either doesn't wear socks or he wears really, really thin socks. I don't like that, but it's the only thing for me.
Right.
Well, I'll speak to him about it when I get out, and I find out more about it. And then I'm not going to make a snap judgment.
How do you know he didn't wear socks?
Well,
You can't judge him on not wearing
sometimes
socks.
he has like trousers rolled up and that, or shorts. That's what he usually wears. And he wears these really short pencils and that, and you just can't see anything.
My thought process, yeah. I really want to come in this house. I feel like since I've been,
And you've got it.
yeah, I think since I've
Get out here as long as possible. I'd like to prove something to myself, and I.
But what
when
are you
I'm
proving to
feeling
yourself?
good,
What are you proving to
Well,
yourself by
that's-
saying here?
That's a conversation for another day. But what I'm trying to say is, in many ways, I have a lot of fun being here with people. But on the other hand, I wouldn't be distraught if I went home. I'd probably be less upset than you or Mario if the public sent me home.
Me?
John James wouldn't be upset.
But
I haven't got the same motives as what you've got. I'm quite happy to face them because it's,
Ben, I
their,
think
because it's
I-
their show.
I
You're
think
not.
that- no, I am happy to. I said exactly the same thing. I said I'm happy to go. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that I wouldn't be happy if I went or stayed. I'd be happy either way. I can see merits either way.
I don't understand. Like when you say you want to prove to people that you can stick this
No, I
out,
want to prove to myself.
but this proves nothing. This show proves nothing. What does it prove? It proves what? Anyone can sneak under the radar and avoid things and not.
Understanding what I'm saying, I'm the sort of person, because of what I do in the outside world, where I never stay at anything for very long. I do lots of different things.
But
all
this
the
is
time.
not a this is a game of luck and chance. This is not something that you can work towards. You
No,
can't
it
work
is.
towards staying here to the end of the series on the show.
Oh, no.
Unless you try and like manipulate or fake something. I don't think you can.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You can't work at this.
No, I agree with you. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying. What I'm saying is one thing I'm proud of is that I've never even stayed in the same building for a month before. So this is totally new for me. That's what I'm saying. I'm totally outside my comfort zone. Because because of all the things I do in the outside world, I've never been in one place for more than a week, really. I'm always going here, there, and
But what
everywhere.
has staying here got to do with?
No, I'm saying to me that one area whether I went or stayed, that I am proud of is that I've stuck at being somewhere. That's my point that I'm saying. I've never done that before, John. If you do a normal job, if you do a 9 to 5 job, do you understand what I'm saying, Dave?
But the thing is, we're not in control
That's
of
right.
our
No,
ability.
we have no control of
we
this.
cannot try and manipulate things to stay.
And as soon as you try and take control, you stop being yourself.
Well, I'm not trying to get control because I know I can't. There's no point.
Do you not think we're all out of our comfort zones in it?
Yeah,
All
of
of
course
us,
they
but
are, yeah.
I think because of your time in the army, Steve, you're probably better prepared for this sort of situation.
It's still out of your comfort zone, isn't it? Totally out of my comfort. Well, it's
definitely not in mine.
Totally out of reality. It's about
Game that you can control.
no, we've got no control over it.
If I stay till the end, I wouldn't think, oh, well, that must mean I'm a better person than someone that went week 1. I would never ever think that.